Oh, I can't even tell you how tired I am from working in the yard. This has been going on for days. Whenever the weather is kind of nice, I try and go out there, and I've been gardening inside because I had to get all my little plants separated and in cups, and they're just so tiny because the method that I used, the mass planting, they just were not growing, so I had to put them in individual cups, and hopefully they'll grow a little quicker now. So anyway, today is really one of the first days where it's been 73, but it's raining. So in between the raindrops, I've been going out and trying to do a few things. But I'll tell you, this is going at a snail's pace. I just cannot get there. So, and then I have to rest in between, of course, because, well, you know my issues. So anyway, it was a nice day off and on, and I am making some progress, but I just wish we would have several days in a row where I could just get out there and get something done. That would really be nice. So I thought I'd share with you what I've been doing with all my little plants and my cups and my outdoors, and I really am trying to downsize my gardening, but in order to do that, I need to set up a new system, and I'm trying not to buy any new things other than seeds. I did buy just a few plants, not many, for the garden. Flowers are like, they're the places where I usually buy them, they were not really well stocked for the flowers that I wanted. So, and then the weather was so cold, there was no point to planting anything anyway. So I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks that I will have my garden up and running, and I'll share a before and after when I finally get it done and I get my patio set up. And today was actually the first day where I made myself a cup of coffee and had it on my deck, even though it's still full of leaves and everything, but it was very pleasant to go out. So I'm going to show you some clips of some of the things I've been doing, and hopefully I'll make some progress. How are you guys doing with your gardens? I'd love to know. Leave me a comment down below and let me know how your garden's growing. I know you guys are all over the United States and in other countries. So here gardening has been very frustrating this year, but I'm hoping that things are going to be looking up now. I saw a report where it said that all of the United States is going to have a hotter than normal summer this year. So I don't know how accurate that is, but that's anyway what I read. So let me show you my garden, and I'll be back later.
Alrighty, here's the mess I have going. So I need to work on all this. This is my little garden plot. Flowers. I've decided to move everything outside the gate where the dogs can't get to it. So, because it's just too big of a mess. And this is where I moved my little city picker garden too. So this all needs to be cleaned up and weeded and from the long winter. And today is actually a nice day. Here's my little raised beds that I love. I wish I had a whole garden full of these, but alas, this was a special, and I haven't found any more for $20. So, but they're really nice if you have physical problems. So, but those need to be cleaned up. And over this way, lots of leaves. I need to mulch everything so the dogs aren't stepping on mud. Plant my flowers if we ever get any flowers this year. I don't know. Does anybody know what the nurseries are up to? I don't know. So anyway, I need to clean that up. I need to clean up the walkway. This flower pot is just a pile of muck, so I have to drill some more holes in there, and I have to uncover all my furniture here, and this will be completely transformed in a couple months, and it'll look nice. This is how it looks every year in the spring. So I have all kinds of work done to do here. Not really looking forward to it, but gotta be done. And then here's more stuff to clean up. I need to uncover everything. And I need to take down a couple things. This arborvitae's pretty much shot. Back of my house is all green. It needs to be power washed. We did that last year and it's all back. So lots to do. Here my dog's knocked over a flower pot, so there's dirt all over the sidewalk here. I need to move my hummingbird feeder, which is actually not quite tall enough for my window. So I need to move that over and out a little bit so I could see my little hummingbirds. And then moving on to the deck, lots of debris on there too. I need to uncover all my furniture, get rid of my old pots from the fall. So that's my work cut out for me. And the way I'm going to tackle this is I'm going to eat the elephant one bite at a time. I'm going to separate this into zones. And so each zone will be a day that I'll spend. There's no big hurry, but I do want to get it done. And since our weather hasn't been cooperating, I have to do it when the weather's decent. Well, my peppers and peas are finally up. These are just little babies. They came up a few days ago. So they're banana peppers and baby bell, the little tiny peppers. And these are container snap peas, so we'll see how those work out. Now the rest of my babies here have been going to the outside. And as you can hear, it's kind of windy here with my wind chimes. But these are doing real well, and I'm just thrilled because this is the first time I've actually been able to grow some spinach. The grow lights really do help. These are all my little tomatoes that I started from a store-bought tomato, the vine tomatoes. I did that last year and they came out really well. So I have those. I have a couple different kinds of basil. That in the middle there is kale, and at the end there is spinach. So I have those out here. I don't have a real big garden. Over here I have my salad mix. So they're liking the outside and the sunshine. Over here I have some more container snap peas, my heavenly blue morning glories, some more basil, and these guys, they're my bush beans, and they're just huge. They need to go in the garden soon. So today it looks like it's been snowing, but actually it's just all the little petals from my Bradford pear that are falling down. It's really blooming nicely, and I see that my other little red bud is getting ready to bloom. So I think I'll work out in the yard today since it's nice for a change. It's supposed to be 63. Yay, finally! And I want to start cleaning up my deck, getting my furniture out, because hopefully within the next couple weeks I'll be able to sit out here and actually enjoy the outside, but there's lots of work to do. And over here, my mint is doing great. This is the first time it's come back. We had a very mild winter, so there's a couple different kinds of mint. I have a chocolate mint. Can't remember what this one is. Sweet lemon. And I don't know what this one is. A chipmunk dug up in there and got rid of the little tag, so I'm not sure what that one is, but that actually came back, so I was excited about that. And over here I have some mint called Candy that also came back, And I don't know what else I have in here. But anyway, there's some greens showing up. And these are all my wind chimes. I love wind chimes. And I have some bamboo ones up there. And hopefully pretty soon my wisteria will start to bloom. And I'll show you that when it blooms because it's absolutely gorgeous. I planted this years ago and I love the way it just winds around my deck cover here. And then when all the leaves come out, this is a whole canopy of just green, a natural canopy. It looks really pretty. Oh, I have a real mess going here. So anyway, I tried this. I've done this before with lemon seeds, and I'm trying to grow some cucumbers. So I've got a real mess going here. I've got all my little seedling cups ready, and I decided to go with styrofoam cups because I can actually reuse these. So, because I'm trying to stay as green as I can, I have some kale over here that I just put into cups. And I had it all actually in here. And this was full of kale plants. But next year I planted way too much. I've got kale like everywhere. So these are all kale plants, and I decided I'm just planting 2 in 1 cup. They're little seedlings. Some of them are starting to get their true leaves, but they were just not growing in the one container that I started the seeds in, so it was time to put them in individual pots. And then I found these in the garage. I've had those in there for years, and I planted some kale and spinach in here, so I can just pop these into the ground. But yeah, I've got like seeds everywhere. They're taking over my world. So I've got all those. I have a couple of sick orchids that are in the hospital. These were all dehydrated. So I'm trying to rehydrate them, and they're much better than they were. These were really floppy. This one is fairly firm already. It was the same way. And I have just a tiny bit of Epsom salt and eggshells in here. So they're going to stay in the hospital for a few more days. And then here I have more spinach. And I have basil. It's lemon basil. And down here I have more. Not kidding. I am just inundated with kale and spinach. My tomatoes are looking good, but it's too cold to put them out yet. And here I have more basil. This is lime, and this is like a ruby red. And up here, I put these cucumber seeds on top of this light where it's nice and warm. And I think you can see they're already getting leaves, and I just planted these on the 9th. And my peas need to go out. They like the cold weather. And here I planted an onion that was starting to sprout, and it's just the inside of the onion. So it's kitchen scrap. Thought I'd try that. And then my morning glories, they're starting to grow. Those will go out soon. More basil. Oh my gosh. I started the rosemary from cuttings from my mom's, and they have a lot of roots already. So those need to be planted. And I have more basil, and my beans, they need to go out pretty soon. And then I need to plant all these little peppers yet, more peas, and more peppers. So yeah, I kind of went a little nuts with the seeds. I didn't expect them to all come up, but they did. So next year, instead of planting everything like this, these were great for germinating because they had a dome over them. But next year I'm going to plant just 2 or 3 seeds in a styrofoam cup because this is way too much for me. And these are little baby bell peppers. So, but I tried this method this year and I put way too many seeds in because, like I said, I did not expect them to all come up. And I've actually had a bit of a gnat problem, so I've been spraying them with neem oil and water. That seems to help keep them under control. So, yes, I have my work cut out for me. Sorry about the wrong orientation there on my video. So anyway, these are the cucumber seeds. I just put them in here on the 9th, and it's just in a wet paper towel in a baggie. And I think you can see all the little roots coming out. So that worked well. I'm going to plant those in a cup now, but it went really fast. So that worked out well too. Okay, well, here is my dining room with all my seedlings. I separated them all and put them in little cups because they weren't growing, and here we all are. So I have seedlings everywhere. So it's finally a little warmer today, and I'm hoping that by the end of the week I can get some of these outside. But yeah, this is my dining room. Oh my gosh. Doing things a little different next year. Just going to plant them in the cups instead of all in a mass planting because I didn't realize how many there were. And yes, I could have thrown some out, but this is an experiment for me and I wanted to see how many would grow. So I got my answer. So I probably have over 200 seedlings here. And yep, that's how my garden grows. So today, this is what I was working on. I pulled all the weeds out of here. This was all full of weeds. This was all full of weeds. I have some plants coming back. These are strawberries over here. But I never get any because the little chipmunks get them. So now this is waiting for flowers. And I got all this cleaned up. And then my container garden here, my city pickers, I got those all weeded, and that's going to be tomatoes over there. And I got it all fenced off to keep the deer out. And then I still have a lot to do. Looks like my little peach tree is starting to come back. This is a miniature peach. So I just got it last year, so we'll see how that turns out. I'm not sure. And then I still have stuff here I have to clean up. And then this over here I mulched. It's waiting for flowers. I got my little bamboo wind chime there. I want to put one on the other side too. And the yard doesn't look too bad. It needs to be cleaned up some, but not too bad. Usually it's worse. I got my little bistro set up there. Still lots to do, but it's getting there. And then over here is my little raised bed. And last year I planted lettuce right there and nothing happened. So now this year the lettuce is coming up, so I'm pretty happy about that. So lots to be done, but today was a beautiful day and it's a start. So I will be working in the garden tomorrow too, and hopefully get some things accomplished.
So that was just a little tour of my garden and how it's going. And It's getting there, I guess. Slow but sure. All right, my friends, I appreciate you coming back and visiting with me. I really do love interacting with all of you. It's really fun for me, and I enjoy all of your comments so much. Um, if you have an inkling to do so, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. And please subscribe. I do all kinds of videos. I do some cooking. I do gardening. I have chats. So if any of that interests you, please subscribe. Check out some of my other videos. They're all in playlists with different interests. So you can check those out. And that's all I have for you today. So I wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.